Welcome to your daily crypto wrap-up, where we give you all-dayest news stories in less than 3 minutes. Alright guys, in today's video, I have one major story that you absolutely need to hear about. It's about Ethereum nearing $2,640. We're also going to be talking about it is nearing a major resistance level. Bitcoin looking decent, looking like it could potentially go up very soon. Bitcoin and Ethereum both have death cross patterns that are forming right now, which is very interesting. But let's get started with the story of the day. Ethereum nearing 2,640. The last time that this happened was back in December of 2021. This is a major level of resistance for Ethereum. Now, when Ethereum hit these levels back in December of 2021, it did a slight pullback, but then continued to go higher, hitting almost $3,000. Many people believe that Ethereum has the potential to hit $3,000 if it can break through this major resistance level. Now, Ethereum coming into today had a lot of downward pressure throughout the entire day. It was rejected multiple times at this resistance level, but during the evening, it did find some upward momentum, some buying volume pushing the price of Ethereum, nearing 2,640, the highest level since December 2021. Now, once again, when Ethereum hit these levels, it did a slight pullback and then went on a major run. Many analysts believe the same thing will happen here. They see nothing but blue skies ahead for Ethereum. If you remember, just a few months ago, many people were calling Ethereum a bear market. They said that it would never go to these levels again. Now it seems like those people are quiet. Nobody is talking about how Ethereum's gonna go down. Everyone's talking about how high it can go. Some analysts even say that Ethereum can hit $3,000. I still remain conservative. I think Ethereum is going to hit $2,800, $2,900, then come back down. But who knows? Anything can happen in this bull market. There's no denying that this is an incredible run for Ethereum. Now let's look at the 4-hour chart. We're going to look at Bitcoin, we're going to look at So you can see right here, this is the 4-hour chart for You can see how it's been rejected multiple times at this resistance level, but finally broke through it and is nearing $2,640. Now here's the interesting thing. A lot of people don't understand this chart right here. When you see price rejection after price rejection, this is something called a double top. When price comes back down and ends up breaking through it, it usually will do so with great momentum. That's exactly what happened here. It hit this level of resistance, got rejected, hit it again, got rejected again, and then all of a sudden, it had a huge spike in momentum, pushing it all the way up near 2,640. So what does this mean? It means that most likely we'll continue to see Ethereum go higher, probably towards 2,800, 2,900. And then once it hits those levels, it'll probably pull back because it's been quite the run here. Let's look at the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. You can see that we are still in this accumulation zone. This is the area that we've been talking about for weeks now. Bitcoin needs to break through this area to the upside to have a real chance of hitting 500. Now on the 4-hour chart, you can actually see the death cross pattern that is forming here. This is where the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average converge. This usually leads to a lot of downward momentum. Now this is not like the death cross that we saw in 2021 that was much more pronounced. This one seems to be a little bit weaker, but it could definitely push Bitcoin down to $38,000, $39,000. Once it gets below $38,000, $39,000, that's when we'll know that there's a lot more downside risk. Last but not least, let's look at Chainlink is nearing a major resistance level. This is the 4-hour chart for Chainlink. You can see that it's been rejected multiple times at this resistance level. It did break through it momentarily, but it came back down and is now sitting around $8.50. Many analysts believe that Chainlink can hit $9, $10, $11. But this resistance level has proven to be quite strong. If Chainlink wants to go higher, it needs to break through this level. It needs to have a strong close above this resistance level, which is at $9.20. If it can do that, then it'll set its sights on $10. Alright guys, that's all I got. Be blessed. Hopefully Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to go up. Let me know what you think in the comments below.